In the top stories, costume bands make the trek to Spring Garden for Grand Kadooment. Barbadians in the Diaspora converge on the island for the 3rd Diaspora Conference, and police arrest and charge a man for assaulting one of their own. Welcome to Nation News for Kadooment Day, Monday, August 4th, 2014. I'm Natasha Beckles.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
It's Kadooment Day in Barbados, and about 12,000 revelers made the trek from the National Stadium to Spring Garden. It was a generally hot and humid day, with only a few showers to keep revelers cool as they jumped within and next to the ropes. 24 organized bands jumped and whined to the most popular tunes for the season, although only 20 faced the judges. Attracting lots of attention was the group from Guadeloupe, with masqueraders playing percussion instruments and showing off unique body paint. Visit nationnews.com to find out which bands came out on top, and of course, which song has been named Tune of the Crop. Meantime, many groups opted not to participate in the revelry and instead enjoyed the island's beaches and parks with family and friends. Among them were over 100 Barbadians from various religious denominations who gathered at the King George V Memorial Park in St. Philip. The focus was on the family during the annual event hosted by the People's Cathedral Men's Fellowship. It previously catered to men only, but this year it was also open to women and children who heard presentations on a range of topical issues. Organizer Mike Goddard said this year's staging was another success. Ian Webster has retained the Pickety Crop Monarch title, joining the elite group of Red Plastic Bag, Gabby and Kid Sight in scoring back-to-back wins. He amassed 445 points on Friday night with his renditions of the karaoke song and Barbados Is Still My Home. It was almost a sweep for the headliner's tent, with Adrian Clark placing second with 439.5 points, Crystal third with 436 points, and Blood fifth with 420.5 points. The Big Show's Biggie Irie was fourth with 431 points. In other crop over news, thousands turned up on Sunday night for the final fete on the crop over calendar, the Digicel Hot 95.3 Kahobla Pot at Kensington Oval. Established stars Red Plastic Bag, Sweet Soca Monarch Biggie Irie, and Soca Cartel joined rising stars Lead Pipe and Satis to showcase the best of local soca. Billed as 5-star quality, the Galaxy Edition, the stars and their supporting acts thrilled the certified fetters with the hits from this year and seasons past. Barbadians from across the globe are back home to see how best they can strengthen links between Barbados and the diaspora. Hailing from the United Kingdom, Cuba, Panama, the United States, and Canada, they are in the island to take part in the biennial Barbados Network Consultation 3rd Diaspora Conference. On Sunday, the participants attended a service at St. Bartholomew's Church, where priest in charge, Canon Ivan Harewood, urged the participants not to forget the legacy and landmarks left by their forefathers. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Maxine McLean, also stressed the importance of building bonds.
As I said again, to strengthen our bonds, to continue to share our culture, and as the priest said, we have to recognize, of course, our ancestors and their contribution if we are to continue to have a strong identity as Barbadians.
Police have arrested and charged 22-year-old Chanel Marshall of Block 7C, Country Towers, Country Road, St. Michael, with unlawfully assaulting a police officer on Saturday. According to Public Relations Officer Inspector David Welch, Mr. Marshall was shot in the buttocks about 3:55 p.m. after pointing a gun at a police officer in 2nd Avenue, Richmond Gap, St. Michael. He then eluded a police search but was detained at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital where he went for treatment. Residents of the area have denied that the young man was armed. In sport, a further meltdown saw Barbados settling for 6th place at the Norseca Men's Under-21 Volleyball Championship in El Salvador. Barbados failed to repeat their opening round upset over host El Salvador in the battle for 5th, losing the match 21-25, 25-21, 18-25, 22-25. Carlos Cyrus found his range rather late with a team-high 18 points, while the consistent Jabari Goodrich racked up 17 points. Coach John Stewart said the tournament was a good experience which could be used to improve the players. Despite a fighting unbeaten 81 by Shoaib Malik, the Barbados Tridents fell to the Jamaica Tallowas over the weekend in the Caribbean Premier League. Malik scored 81 off 43 balls, including 5 fours and 6 sixes, but the Tridents lost by 19 runs. In reply to the tally was 147 for 8, Tridents fell for 128 for 6. And finally, a Coral Springs, Florida couple were perplexed when they heard a knock on their door early Thursday morning. But their confusion soon turned to shock when they found a 9-foot alligator camped out on their doorstep. The husband heard a racket outside and thought it was a raccoon. He turned the porch lights on to scope out the scene and saw the huge gator. The tail was facing the front window and his body was against the door and we couldn't get out, he said. The couple called police, who had a trapper get rid of the 9-foot reptile. And that's Nation News for today. For more, you can log on to nationnews.com, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.